Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Two Drink Minimum, the only podcast that really matters, and if we were a political party, we know we'd win, especially in Canada. The gentleman in front of me should start his own political party. It's comedy legend, Mike Ward.
I am Mike Ward. You are Pantelis? You're
me.
my vice prime minister?
Yeah, I'm the vice minister.
And this guy,
The mascot.
we're not letting him vote.
What? Why?
Registered sex offenders can't
Jesus
vote
Christ.
Yeah.
in our new country.
We're starting all kinds of new
Yeah.
laws.
Why? Sex offenders can already vote?
Yeah, you can vote.
Probably.
Criminals can vote, I think.
Yeah,
Oh, no, criminals lose their right to vote, I think.
yeah.
That's in the
Forgot what
States,
it is.
no?
Yeah, one of the countries. I
I'm
keep
not
forgetting.
sure if... I'm pretty... Like, it wouldn't surprise
I
me
think
if-
criminals should lose their right to vote, but I think that maybe you're allowed to vote in prison. Who knows?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure in Canada, people vote in prison.
Yeah, that's I remember something like that. I don't
Yeah.
remember if it was Canada or not.
Which
but
makes a fucking lot of sense. That's who you want. Because most people don't even bother voting anymore, except for old people and prisoners.
I want that prisoner vote.
Yeah.
Oh, God.
I'd love to see a candidate trying to get the prisoner vote.
He comes in, he's like,
Gone.
look, I understand what you guys are saying
Yeah.
is sometimes no means yes, right? That's my platform. That's the platform I'm running on.
It isn't rape if it's a man and he's crying.
Yeah, just stuff like that. Like, look, I know we said no on taxes, but like you guys know, that could mean yes sometimes. So we had the debates yesterday.
Yeah.
Oh, before we get to the debates, people keep asking about the new schedule and questions.
Okay.
And because Poseidon keeps starting rumors online. So here's what's happening with the new schedule. We're going to be going, as you see now, live in the middle of the afternoon on Tuesdays, 2 p.m.
Yeah.
So a lot of people can't watch it live. I heard that's fine. We're going to stick to our regular noon Wednesday release everywhere.
Yeah.
Just that Tuesdays we go live. We're doing this live. If anybody wants to watch it, you're welcome to watch it. If not, it'll be up everywhere on Wednesday. Everywhere means Compound. We didn't quit Compound. What we did is we're putting the podcast everywhere to try and get eyes also on Compound. We're that bridge show now. So
Yeah.
maybe you're on Compound for many shows, right? Or you don't know about Compound. You found out through the free shows that we exist. You're like, oh, what else is there on that
Yeah.
network? And then you get In Hot Water and stuff like that.
We were doing a bunch, a bunch of shows. We were doing 2 shows a week, one just for Compound, one for everyone. And with the tour schedule, and now you're going on tour
Yeah.
too, it was
It's a lot of work.
it was too much.
And it would make it, our schedule would conflict,
Yeah.
and then we'd have trouble getting Poseidon here. And we know how much you guys love to have him. So that's...
And with the free
Schedule.
episode, we're getting like the numbers are going up quickly.
Yeah, it's
so
much
we
easier.
wanna work on that more.
Yeah. Grow the brand.
Grow the brand, exactly.
Speaking of brands, I saw a bit of the debate yesterday.
I didn't watch anything. There's nothing that interests me.
It would
in
not
the-
interest you. I only got it
Yeah.
by accident because I went on YouTube and it was in the front page. They were showing it live. And it was like a round robin, like a lady kept yelling, all right, you got 30 seconds. All right, you got 30 seconds. And it was weird.
I saw Max Bernier talk the whole time. Like every clip I watched of him,
It's him?
whenever people would talk, he'd just talk over him.
Yeah, he wasn't...
He's not a good listener.
He's not a good listener.
That's the conservative guy?
No, that's
he's
the.
kind of... He used to be...
He wanted to be leader of the Conservative Party. He's the guy from La Beauce
Yeah.
who
Also,
started
the PPC,
the
Yeah.
PPC.
the
Yeah,
People's Party of Canada.
Yeah, exactly.
exactly.
But I think... I mean, everybody's like, Andrew Scheer won. In reality, can there really be a winner in a debate between 6 losers? I don't know. But he won. I mean, he won. It's true, but like, really, what are you winning? And the Green Party lady was hilarious. I was waiting for someone to pull a Trump, but nobody did. I wanted someone when she was saying something ridiculous to just be start laughing. Like, who the fuck is this lady? Go plant
would've
a
been
tree and
amazing.
shut the fuck up. Like, let the adults talk about the economy, But nobody did that.
I saw a picture of one of the representatives of the Green Party, I guess you could say, just standing in the rain holding the sign.
Yeah, that you know what? Paul Beluya posted that. That I commend his
Yeah.
effort. That kind of shit is okay, but you're not winning any votes. You
Yeah.
look like a loser. Like,
Yeah.
why would I vote for you?
Like, you could just put it on a poll.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the thing. I wouldn't vote for that person because you're not going to get anything done.
And even
Yeah.
if you are for the environment, you could buy an umbrella.
Yeah,
Like umbrellas, like no one's saying, it's ruining the environment. Cows, cars, and umbrellas. The goddamn umbrella lobby is ruining this country.
this new no umbrella platform they're running on, questionable.
Fucking polar bears are dying because of the umbrellas.
So I wouldn't. And same thing with the NDP, which is like communism light. that guy's a doofus. Like, goddamn, get a job. He's saying about all the amazing things, talking about the amazing things he wants to do with everyone's tax dollars. I'm just going to raise the income tax and I'm going to do all kinds of things. Really? What if you gave people their own money? Maybe they wouldn't need handouts.
Yeah.
Right? He's making it seem like he's doing you a favor by taking your money and then spreading it again. No, fuck you.
They already take half. How much more do they fucking want?
Oh, they could go higher.
God damn it, bro.
And it's all people that don't have real jobs. That's what I hate is it's all like career politicians.
Yeah.
So they've never actually contributed to society. They never had to work. They're just sitting there collecting money off you. And they're like, I'm going to tell you what to do with your money.
In my writing, I was looking at the candidates. 2 of them are college students. The NDP and the Green Party are both college students.
Sounds like it.
The guy from the PPC is about 170 years old. He's just an old man who used to run a business. And he's like, I ran a business, but he ran a business for like 4 years. Like,
Was it into the ground?
but if you're becoming a politician in your 70s, that business didn't do well.
No.
And then there's the conservative lady. It used to be she works for a school, and then the liberal is the same type of thing. Yeah. And the only one that has like a real job is the Bloc Québécois person. that I was like, oh fuck yeah, she looks like she knows what she's doing, but
because she has a real job.
Yeah, because she has a real job. But everyone else are just these weird either super young or super old politicians.
Yeah.
Like I want someone to lead me that's been through a bit of life, but not broken by it.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Someone who's optimistic but knows what what life is.
Yeah, I like someone in their 40s. They're still kind of hungry, but not, they've seen enough shit.
They've been jaded enough to know they're not going to make crazy promises.
Yeah.
We're all just getting free shit. That's not how it works, Jackmate. That's not how it works.
I liked today there was, the Rhinoceros Party.
You were telling about that.
I follow one of the guys from the Rhinoceros Party, and he promises if he gets elected, Monday will become a second Thursday. That way we get 2 paychecks a week.
Okay, their whole platform is hilarious.
It's just garbage.
It's just garbage, dumb stuff. But so the Rhinoceros Party, it's funny that you mentioned it. So one of my longtime friends, George, George Tadrizo, he has a podcast on YouTube and everywhere. He started this podcast because of us, because he watched our stuff. He's like, oh, I could do a podcast. And he was in politics whole life. He ran for politics. He worked for he helped Trudeau, I think, get elected the first time when he got that motherfucker. So he's well versed in politics. He's been in politics his whole life. And so he started now because he got out of politics. And he started a podcast where he interviews politicians, either at his house or in his car. And he was asking me about the Rhinoceros Party. He says, if I interview them, would you or Mike want to be part of it? Like, so I have 2 comedians there because it's going to be ridiculous anyway. And I told him it sounds like something fun. It's all about scheduling because of the tours and all that stuff. But it sounds like something hilarious if we get to speak with someone from the Rhinoceros Party. But I would have wanted us, me and you, to speak to a real politician. Like if we could get like a Bernier or someone, that would be amazing.
Whenever I've been with real politicians,
Are they weird?
It's because they're very easy to derail, because they're used to being with professional journalists and TV people.
It's all fixed.
That are everything, and everyone's super fake. So if they're talking and you're just, that's a lie. Or
Could you imagine me?
Oh God, you would have a field day.
I did once Tout le monde en parle with the leader of the Parti Québécois.
How'd that go?
And then so he was talking about his whole platform, and then I'm just looking, and then the host Guy Lepage goes, do you have something to ask him? I'm like, yeah, why do you guys still exist? And it got a huge laugh. Like, that's what I think hurt him the most. Because if I just said, why do you guys still exist? And people are like, no, this is a real party. But since everyone laughed and everyone was like, ah! And then after, like, when backstage, like during the commercial breaks, no, I was just trying not to make eye contact. So I was just standing next to him. And then his people were like, okay, you got to do this, say this, do that. And I did kind of the same thing with Tom Mulcair on Tout le monde en parle again.
You ruined his political career.
Yeah, because he was, I used to really like Jack Layton, because I trusted him as a human being. And then when he was there, he thought he saw me as an ally because I liked Jack Layton. So then Guy Lepage was like, what do you think of Mike Ward? And then he was like, I think he speaks the truth. He's not afraid to call bullshit when he sees bullshit because he thought I was a friend. And then he thought I was going to say the conservatives are shit. And then he goes, what do you think of Thomas Mulcair? And I go, he's not a leader. And I said, Jesus Christ. Amazing. And then I said, he has no charisma.
You're right.
He's got ideas, but no charisma. He should be a speechwriter. And then I said, we should take Justin Trudeau.
Right.
You open Justin Trudeau because he's just a little plastic shell. You open him up and just stuff fucking Mulcair inside.
Oh, that's hilarious.
Yeah.
Oh my
And
God.
then he was like after. He was like backstage and plus like Tout le monde en parle gets like 1 million plus views. They have their ratings are really high. So like pretty much
Everyone saw it.
Yeah, like every French Canadian that votes saw him get fucking just cock slapped on TV, and it was just the best.
I love it. They should open the debates up more like that.
And I know nothing about politics, so I go places where no one thinks I'm gonna go.
But they should let us, because right now it's like there's a debate, so they'll get like people from the Huffington Post to monitor. That's stupid. They should get real people.
Yeah.
And if you don't want to get a regular worker because you're scared, get someone with stage experience. Get TV people, get us, I think comedians do the best.
That's why I didn't get yesterday. Like if I was one of the leaders, when Bernier was always jumping in, I would have said, "Can you just mute him for a while? Just let me do my thing and then mute him."
Yeah.
And even the moderator should have looked over at the Pierre and go like, "Can you fucking." Shut him up for a second.
But there's nobody strong.
No.
They could have made, like I said, the Green Lady could have been destroyed easily. Jagmeet Singh could have been destroyed, but they were all scared to go. The only person that took some good shots was Scheer, but even those they weren't expected because we knew them. Like when he said, like, this guy, of course, Trudeau doesn't know what the hell he's talking about. He doesn't even know how many times he's done blackface. Like, come on, this. But blackface wasn't surprised. We knew about it, so it wasn't.
Do you think Trudeau was disappointed the Green Lady wasn't in green face? He was like, I thought you were going to be like the Incredible Hulk.
I thought I was up against She-Hulk.
Very disappointing.
You told me there was a green lady running. There is, stupid. That's the green lady. She's not green. She's not green.
Just completely.
Okay, yeah, it's offensive now with the green face.
Yeah.
A bunch of Martians getting.
Could you imagine if he used that as a defense? You're all talking about me. What about her? She does everything in green face. Oh God, that's not a thing. Justin. What? Am I losing? Am I losing? So that's what happened here in Canadian politics.
I did. I saw the guy last week. We were talking about your show in Trois-Rivières.
Yeah.
I saw the guy. He came out to one of my shows this weekend.
Nice guy, you said?
Super nice guy. And he didn't know that you had problems. So
it wasn't him that Emile spoke to.
It was his booker. Emile spoke to his booker. And the booker should have, like, and when I was talking to Debs, he's like, oh yeah, I'll get him on for sure. He goes, is it a French show though? And I go, no, it's in English. And he goes, no one speaks French.
English.
Yeah, no one speaks English because it's not Trois-Rivières. And
it's outside, yeah.
Even Trois-Rivières is
hard to find English.
Very French, but this is like suburbs. This is like playing in Longueuil.
Yeah,
or
super.
Yeah, it's super French.
But still, he was friendly and he didn't know about the whole situation.
No, he didn't. And I told him, I was like, you'd like him, and your people would like him.
Thank
your
you.
people. That sounded racist.
Yeah, the blacks would like me.
He was a green man.
He was a green man.
Oh God.
Yeah, no, but I'm gonna tell Emile so he knows that at least he wasn't shafted by a real adult.
And it wasn't because of his Arab name, or you can make him believe
I'm gonna
it's
make
because of his Arab name.
Like, you fucked up.
You fucked
From
me.
now on. You're Steve fucking LaChapelle or something.
LaChapelle.
Yeah, you should,
because it's super fake, but you don't know. You're not sure.
And LaChapelle is French, but very English.
Yeah,
I've never seen a French person named LaChapelle.
Yeah, only a bridge.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a good name.
There's a weird rumor I found out about me. And this is the weirdest rumor. During the whole Me Too movement, I was always saying I'm happy I've been with my wife so long, and I don't like people touching me. So there could never be a rumor about me molesting people, because it's hard to molest someone when you don't like them touching you. I'd be like, ugh, you're
a bit of a block.
yeah. But I found out there's a rumor going around
Bless you, Pierre.
about me that says that I like ordering escorts,
Yeah.
but I order obese escorts. So I only call fat prostitutes when they show up at
You
my
still
house.
work in the street, you?
Me?
You still work in the corner?
Say hi to your mom.
Yeah.
But
No, I'm on the internet now.
but yeah, so and then apparently when they show up at my house, I don't have sex with them. I just make fun of them for being fat, and then I send them back home.
Did they say that you do that alone, or that you and your wife do it, or you and your friends?
No, it was just me.
I wish they had included me in the rumor. They sit there and make you fun. What a stupid rumor. But it's funny though.
But when I found out, I was just laughing. And the thing that, because I don't call escorts, but I figure most escort agencies don't have an obese department. Like they might have like
Do they?
one
no,
chubby
usually
chick.
they're independent. Usually,
They
independent workers.
Oh, okay. Independent could be chubby, you're saying?
What?
You're saying...
No, usually
the
women.
fatties are independent.
Yeah, because it's a very niche market.
Okay. Because here's the thing I was thinking. Like if I'm calling,
Did you hear that? He knows. He's like,
Yeah.
look, it's a very niche
Very
market.
niche.
You're going to need to diversify your prostitution investments, right? You're going to need just a couple of these niche fatties.
Because the way I see it, if a hooker is fat, her pimp, she must have a lot of bruises on her arms.
Well, no, pimps.
He must always be like, you fucking fat bitch.
No,
So-
pimps don't go for them.
You know why that's a dumb rumor? Because that would make you the best guy ever. Because you're bringing over women who are working in the sex industry, and you're paying them to not have sex.
Yeah.
You're paying them for a good time.
No, but
a
I'm
laugh.
not. No, in this store, I'm not paying them. I'm just making fun of them and sending them home, which makes it even better.
That makes okay, that's better.
Because it's not like when someone was telling me this, I was like, that's the best bully story ever. Like how deep do you go into bullying that you're like, all right, my wife's not home. What should I do? Most guys, fuck, call an escort. I don't want to cheat on my wife. What if I called an escort and just made fun of her? That sounds good. It's so fucking stupid.
Yeah, I think that people starting rumors could start better ones if they could just sit down for 5 minutes. I think if you put 5 minutes of thought more into that, you could have come up with a more believable one.
I think that's the best rumor I've ever heard about me, though. It's
the funniest
because it's so stupid. And even in my sex rumors, I'm not having sex with anyone. Like I'm just calling fat people over to make fun of them.
Oh God!
You know what I think that comes from though? In my French podcast, I've even said this story on this podcast. When I was 12, I had a friend that used to do that. He wouldn't make fun of him, but he'd call escorts over to his house, and then he told me if you don't like them, they leave and you don't have to pay them. So he'd just have an escort in front of him, get excited, she'd leave, and then he'd jerk off because he was 12 years old. And then I told that story, and so I guess they turned me into him.
Kind of, because they added a few layers.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah,
All this talk
layers.
about horrors has Poseidon ready. He's like, all right, finally a segment I could relate
So
to.
how many, just asking for a friend, the fat escorts, so they're all independent?
Most.
Okay.
Well, because usually pimps don't like to. They don't go for them.
Pimps don't like a fair fight.
No.
And that big bitch can take a punch.
I'm not getting elbow dropped again.
Listen here, bitch. He just hits her. Her face doesn't even move.
She's like, you don't fuck
And
up.
then she's like, I will break you.
She's like, where's my money?
Yeah, she beats him up. That would be good.
Takes his money.
When I was in Amsterdam, there was a really big fat prostitute. And behind one of those windows,
It's called a cage.
yeah, a cage. And when we were walking by, like I was with my manager Michel, and he was like, "Fuck, no one's gonna have sex with that prostitute." And I was like, "People have sex with anything."
Yeah.
And then we walked by like 2 seconds later, and she wasn't there. Like either someone was fucking her or she went out to have a snack.
Yeah, or somebody's like, hey, you don't work here. I've told you, man.
Yeah.
Well, I guess it's like a discount blowjob. I guess you know. Like,
I'm pretty sure it's probably more expensive because it's so
Yeah?
niche.
Yeah, it's niche.
It's like
you just said it's niche. It doesn't mean it's bad.
true. Yeah.
Niche
It's
just means that it's specific.
like I'm pretty sure a hooker with just one arm is probably it's more expensive to get a hand job from a girl with just one arm.
Unless she's bad at business.
Yeah.
But if you're good at business, where else are you going to get a one-handed hand job?
Or right-handed. That must suck. If you're a whore and you lose that good arm,
Oh, so
you're given a weird hand job.
Well, you'd have to
Yeah.
adjust.
Yeah.
obviously.
Yeah.
I like how, well, you would have to. That's like saying, what if somebody loses their leg? Well, I assume they would have trouble walking. It's a good assumption.
Would you get a hand job from a woman with just one arm?
Probably.
Would you pay more?
No.
No, he's cheap.
Same price.
He's cheap.
Or
but
would you try to like deal her down a little?
I deal her down. Half the arms, half the price.
Yeah, probably, yeah.
Yeah.
She's like, but I'm putting in the full effort.
Yeah. I lost this in an explosion.
Oh God. What kind of
She was trying to, in my mind, she was trying to disarm a bomb in her country.
Why
She
w-
saved her family.
And then you went there.
then she
and then
came
she comes
here.
over to Canada.
She
and I'm
came
like,
here.
half the arms, half the price. Just screaming at her.
Poor, she has one good arm left,
Yeah.
and it's giving you hand jobs where she only needs
Yeah.
2 fingers.
Oh God.
She's wasting those 3 fingers.
I knew you were going there.
Did you?
Yeah.
She's like, okay, look, you want to deal me down perfect, but I'm jerking that guy off too at the same time.
Yeah.
It's 2 guys with little dicks.
Oh, what the
Hold on. We got to do it like this. There'd be 1 free finger.
Yeah.
It'd be like this. Would that be weird for you? Who would it be weirder for, you or your dad?
Oh Jesus Christ! Speaking of my dad,
Yeah.
fuck, he said some crazy shit last week.
Really?
That doesn't sound like him at all.
Said some real crazy shit.
Yeah. What do you say?
So he bought a garage about an hour away.
Hold on. He bought,
Yeah.
bless you, Mike. He bought a garage, as in like a garage where you go fix your tires, all that.
Yeah, and he said he's
Okay.
gonna do only tire changes, oil changes, and basic mechanic work.
All by himself.
All by himself.
He's never been a mechanic.
Apparently he has.
Okay.
In another life?
No. Like he knows all the mechanic stuff because
He knows how to disconnect shit and run away with it.
He's good at that. He's good at leaving remote controls behind.
and because he's like, it's gonna be the only garage in that little village and blah blah blah.
Where
Like,
they all have horses.
And,
That's why there's no garage there.
and he goes, and I'm like, in the beginning I was like, okay, whatever. Maybe like I don't know, like maybe it makes sense. Maybe he looked at the numbers and previously bought it from the other guy or whatever. Maybe
Maybe he looked at the numbers.
I gave him benefit of the doubt.
Okay.
The numbers he looked at was the phone number.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
I
And
could
then-
dial this number.
There's an area code and 7 numbers.
He looked at the numbers.
This
like
sounds legit.
I'm thinking of him. He's like, I looked at the numbers, and then he's like, oh, that sounds. And really, all there is a post-it note with a phone number.
Yeah.
And he's like, I called. It works.
Yeah.
These guys are legit.
And then it derailed real fucking quickly.
It turned into a strip club.
No, he goes, and then after that, once I get enough money, I'm gonna make my own car.
Oh, geez, like Homer Simpson.
God damn it.
Like Homer Simpson, like when
Yeah.
Homer made a car.
He's
Hold on, it gets
he's
better.
the old Greek Elon Musk.
It gets better.
He's just Musk.
It gets better. It gets better. And then he goes, and the whole car is gonna be closed. You won't be able to open it like a hood. You won't be able to change tires. Anything.
Fuck.
Only
It
hold
doesn't.
on.
It's just a brick.
Hold on.
Basically, it doesn't go anywhere.
It's gonna be run. It's gonna be an energy source that nobody knows about yet. He
can't.
goes,
Yeah, Jesus.
and nobody will be allowed to to open the car and work on it. And if they do, if they break something to open it,
They get murdered.
it self destructs.
So it blows up the person.
Yeah.
All of your dad's safety ideas lead in the person that's supposed to be safe getting killed. Do you remember his house alarm that he wanted to hear you guys with poisonous gas comes in if somebody breaks in the house and kills his family?
And hold on. Here's the chart. He won't. It won't be to sell those cars. It'll be rental only forever.
That's not a bad idea because I mean leases are rentals basically.
Yeah.
I stopped, but now I lease.
And I think your dad has the cash flow that he can buy millions of cars and then rent them. Like he.
Like a rental agency.
So I think he just took your job and his crazy fantasies and just smushed them all in together. He was like, my son rents cars. I'm going to pretend like I invented a car.
It doesn't make any sense.
Yeah.
So
It
he's
doesn't
going to
make
have a
any
brick car, you said, that doesn't open. How do you get in the car?
Just the doors. You'll be able to get in and out. It's going to run on magnets.
What does your dad know about magnetism?
Fuck, I don't know.
Yeah.
How is he allowed in public? How is he not in a fucking straitjacket right now? I don't understand.
Well, he asked me for money today.
Yeah, for what? It's like, listen, you gotta invest
Magnets
on the ground
aren't
floor.
cheap.
Yeah, magnets aren't cheap. He just takes your money and he comes back with fucking children's toy magnets.
You know those magnets that you used to play with?
Yeah, that's
it. You would throw up in the air.
Yeah, he just has that.
He's always like, he opens a paper and he's like, they have the price of gold, they have the price of silver. What about magnets? You motherfuckers. He's calling everyone, are magnets going up or down?
Because he
Excuse
goes, because he told me he knows how to create an engine that runs on nothing, just magnetism. Doesn't even need electricity or oil or water.
The
nothing.
only thing is when you're going somewhere, you got to get the person and put a really big magnet in front of their house.
So it pulls it to it.
So it just pulls it.
I like how it's like, it runs on the same thing all of my ideas run on. Nothing. Nothing. There is no logic behind anything I'm saying. Fucking dweeb. How you think he's reached his pinnacle, the guy?
Yeah.
And then he comes up with, look, I got a secret car. I know about this technology. You don't know about it. Magnets. I'm a millionaire. By the way, you have $20. I need to buy groceries. Like, what the fuck's going on, bro?
If I can just defend him 1 second. Most great
If I can play retard advocate.
most great inventions are made by inventors that never invented anything good until they were 62. Most. Because that's when you get your first great invention.
KFC was 60-something.
Yeah, but it's fucking fried chicken. That's a stupid idea. It's not like...
And he didn't invent
Yeah.
fried chicken.
Yeah.
He
No, I
put
know.
the spices together.
He just stole a black man's recipe.
Oh, you think that's what happened?
So if
Yeah, well, who fucking... Yeah, of
Yeah,
course.
that's probably
what
it.
happened.
shit.
Yeah. Most good ideas that are chicken related were stolen by black people. Stolen
Yeah.
from black people.
Most ideas that are chicken related. Chicken related ideas.
Oh, God.
It's always the man.
Yeah,
the
always the
man
man
coming
stealing.
in
Oh,
stealing
God.
from the black people.
Yeah. Or Elvis.
Elvis.
The man and Elvis
Chicken-related.
just stealing from the blacks.
Oh, God. Wait, what did Elvis steal from black people?
Everything.
Really?
Yeah.
I heard the dance that he does, he stole it from a black
Yeah,
man.
well, he stole a lot. He stole some of the music, but I think he wasn't the most him. It was fucked up because it was at a time where no matter what, if nobody stole it, then it wouldn't become mainstream anyway. But who really apparently fucked over black artists was Led Zeppelin.
Really?
Really?
Yeah, that's what they say.
A rock artist.
Well, the band Led Zeppelin.
Oh,
He thought, since we were talking about magnets, he thought we were talking about lead now. Because that's another invention his dad had.
What's
he has a
Ladna?
boat. He has a boat that's
Made of lead?
Made of lead. Like it doesn't float that well, but you know.
He's like, it's a boat, but no, he's like, yes, it's made of lead. What does that mean, Dad? It's a boat, and then you could pull off chunks of it and write with it.
But it's so heavy. Since it's lead, it's so heavy. It sinks so fast, it smashes through the earth, and you go out the other side.
oh God.
It's a submarine.
Yeah.
It's a lead submarine.
But
So, yeah.
remember, he had that whole thing with the boat crossing the Atlantic. I told you about that.
No.
No? He said he was going to build a boat so big and so fast that you wouldn't need to take a plane to cross the Atlantic.
Oh, you
Ocean.
told us that. Yeah, and
Yeah.
that's a dumb idea. But what do you mean does he realize that boats exist?
No, but like better boats.
What does he know about boating?
Bro, I don't know, man. I'm lost. Every time this man
you
talks
know
to
what?
me.
You know what his dad reminds me of? Every comedy critic online. You notice it's always the people that aren't in the business and don't know anything about the subject that are the best people. I'll tell you how to do this
Yeah.
right.
That's what you do.
That's what you do. It's just like his dad.
Yeah.
Your dad is a comedy critic. Your dad's like, let me tell you why that's offensive. Shut the fuck up. That's who your dad is.
You know, it'd be weird though if we found out every time his dad disappeared and pretended like he was working in an olive farm in Greece or living in an attic in Long Island.
Yeah.
He was actually at Harvard trying to figure shit out.
They need him. They're like, oh my God, Gus is back.
They're Gus, come to Oxford. I can't.
He's the one scientist with a wife beater. She's in a wife beater. They're wearing lab coats. He has a wife beater.
No, he has a lab coat and a wife beater.
Yeah, and there's stains on the shirt. I was like, all right, listen, that's what you need. Chicken, right? We need to start. It starts with chicken. We're talking about magnets. Forget that magnets for a second. Where's the chicken?
Jesus Christ.
That's actually that would be a fun spoof like story to do.
Yeah.
If you have someone that would be a good movie. If you have someone like his dad doing that stuff, like disappearing and living, but it's really a secret life where he's a super genius.
He's
God damn. Yeah, that is
Micah is spewing $1 million ideas like it's nothing.
One thing he did do that's good recently, like he's been fixing the house.
Nice.
He built a nice, beautiful patio in the back.
made of magnets.
You know who else built a beautiful patio? Derek Sagan in his house.
Oh shit!
How do you know that Derek Sagan didn't build your dad's patio?
Because my dad is too cheap to hire anyone.
Derek Sagan's a good guy. He probably did it for free.
Maybe it is Derek. I don't know. But yeah, and he's looking at the house. He's like, one day you'll have this house. I'm like, okay, that's sweet, I guess.
That's a lie.
Yeah.
Unless he sells it and loses it.
He
to build
finds
this
out in the
fucking
end he
magnet
doesn't own the
part.
house.
Yeah.
One day you'll have this house. You'll just have to pay for it.
Yeah. He's like,
God.
one day you'll have this house. Why? Because it's in your name.
Oh my god!
I got a mortgage in your name. I haven't paid.
He forged my signature.
That's why he's been having debt collectors call him. Why do they keep calling me?
That's why Bank of Montreal's been calling me nonstop.
Do they call you nonstop?
Yeah.
Oh, fuck. Bank of Montreal. I'm not with Bank of Montreal. And I got 2 calls last week from Bank of Montreal. But
I think it's spam. I think they got
your number off somewhere.
yeah,
no. They got when somebody hacked.
Frauded?
Not
They got
frauded.
hacked?
Yeah, they got hacked.
I think it's since my name starts with a W, they think I'm Chinese. Like they think it's Wu or Wong or something. Because it goes, this is a Bank of Montreal. A Mandarin message will follow. And they go,
I've been getting that too.
fuck.
Yeah, I always hang up as
think
soon as it's a. You could literally, it could be anything. Say, save the world. The second I hear an automated message, I hang up. I'm like, I'm not talking about
I fucking punch in my PIN number. I panic, my PIN, and then the fucking, my social security, and then I yell.
Just yell my birthday.
My mom's maiden
Some
name.
people do panic though, and they do that shit.
Not me. First of all, I've watched Terminator. I'm not going to speak to a fucking robot.
Terminator.
I don't trust the
Oh,
Terminator.
fuck.
Okay, I thought you just said Germinator.
I don't trust robots. Yeah, the Terminator. His name was Hitler, sir.
Fuck, not again! God damn it!
You saw that we talked about Hitler. He falls off his chair.
Second time that happens. Because I'm so heavy.
The Terminator.
You know the.
It's Adolf Hitler. Yeah, that joke has layers.
Whenever he hears the name Hitler, he wants to stand up, but then he has to pretend like
He's like, I can't say I'm hailing a cab. I'm indoors.
No.
I gotta be careful.
You know the clip that you press and then it keeps you from leaning back? I'm so heavy that it dislodges and I'm about to fall.
That's very
That
interesting.
is a great story.
That is
It's
good.
not a story.
That
It
is
was
good.
just.
You're a
Oh, no,
masterful
I was
Can
making-
you, Jason, if you're listening to this, just put this for if you do a clip show with all the
best
greatest,
of.
the best
Just
of.
put that on loop.
Yeah. What you missed in the last episode. You know that clip thing?
No, it was just
I'm too heavy.
observation.
But put Law and Order music. Dun, dun. Which you missed on the last episode.
I had this week I got a spam that, remember when they used to try a little and now they're not anymore? I had a thing that said it was from the Goodyear Tire Company, and it said, thank you for buying Goodyear tires. We've installed them at this address, and it costs you $419. And then I always check who sent the email.
Yeah.
And it's like Amy at fucking AOL.com.
It happens to me with PayPal. They always say thank you for pay. Basically they fool you into trying to log in. But the first thing I do is PayPal. I go look at the email and it's like balls 9955555 PayPal at blah, 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 blah. I'm like, yeah, that's PayPal.
Yeah.
That's how PayPal sends all their emails include balls in the title.
On Tinder, they have they don't even try spam accounts. Like this one time, there
But
was.
what can they get off you? Like they ask you for your credit cards.
They try to get you on a website and get your credit card.
That makes sense.
But this one time it was so funny on Tinder. It was a black chick. First, what they do is they pay the gold, whatever. They're like 7,000.
They pay the gold.
The gold membership.
The black people?
Geez, yeah. Like
No,
I
no,
thought, like he's
black ladies?
I thought it was like an African thing. Like they want only gold.
No.
They don't respect our currency.
No. So what they do is they'll pay for the gold membership and show that they pick cities or whatever, and then like if you match,
I don't
it'll
understand
show.
what you're saying.
So because you can change your location.
So wait,
on the
Tinder
app.
has gold
Tinder
membership
has
now.
gold.
Yeah.
Because I don't know. Because all I do is
you can change your
is I
location.
call fat prostitutes and I make fun of them. So let me know about this whole dating game.
So
Oh shit! So
you'll match with them.
wow, Tinder's evolved.
Yeah, but then you'll see.
Wait, I don't understand. How do you Tinder when it first started? Was you match with like you see people?
Oh, I have slutty chicks near me.
Yeah, you're like you see slutty chicks near you. You say yes or no, right?
But even the ones that are real now, all they want is attention. They just want you to follow them on Instagram.
Okay,
and
but
that's
what
it.
I'm saying is that used to be. What do you pay for gold membership? Like basically, if you don't pay, they're like, listen, bro, I know you said you're into chicks, but we're only showing you dudes unless you pay. Like, what do they charge you for?
I think it's unlimited swipes now.
Okay. Because
Shit-
you
shit like
imagine
that,
if you
shit like
pay
that.
gold, we'll match you with the chicks that we know will suck a dick. we vetted these broads.
You can change your location to different parts of the world.
That'd
Shit
be
like that.
insulting too, because if they're like, we know that you can have sex with these women, and then it's all women with the hunchback.
One arm.
This is we'll have sex for food.
I saw one time a one-legged girl was smoking hot. I was like, oh fuck, I definitely fucked that.
What happened?
There are a lot of people with just one leg that are super hot.
Yeah. Why would a one leg make them less hot? You think that the second
I don't know.
the second they lose their leg, they start developing
Yeah.
open sores on their face?
Yeah.
They start mutating. What are you talking
They're
about?
like, we're sorry, ma'am, we had to amputate your leg. Ooh.
Yeah.
Then their fucking face gets all droopy.
Yeah, what are you talking about?
I don't know. Anyways, so they'll, and then once you match with them, back
So
to what I was saying.
let's come back to the chick with the one leg. So what was hot about her?
Yeah.
I don't know. She was just hot. She had a fat ass and everything.
Be honest.
She was just missing her leg.
Be honest.
What?
What really made her hot? Was it that you thought about it? You're like, you know what? This bitch isn't running away.
She is gonna stay.
Is that what it was? Is that what it was, sir?
Every time you get into an argument with her, you take her leg away. Where you gonna go now, bitch?
Oh, that's evil and hilarious.
Damn.
Very Sopranos-esque. You remember The Sopranos?
Oh yeah.
When Tony Soprano's sister stole the Russian maid's
Yeah.
leg?
I
That was
remember
amazing.
that.
Fuck,
was
I don't
funny.
remember that.
No?
And then
No.
she
She
got.
stole, it's like Svetlana. It's like, where's
Yeah.
my leg? And then she had to get like the other Russian or Ukrainian mobsters
They
to
beat
come
her
help
up?
her out. Yeah.
Oh god, that was hilarious.
Yeah, when they smacked her in the face, yeah. You give the leg back. That's great.
And then Tony fucked her. A few episodes later.
Yeah. I don't remember if she was cute or not. She was, no?
She had something about her.
Tony Soprano kept having hot but crazy mistresses.
Yeah.
They were all nuts.
There was that one that committed suicide.
Yeah. The one
Hung
that he
herself.
met, she did the horse painting.
That one, wow.
Yeah.
Yeah. Horse
It's
painting.
weird what your mind remembers. This is nonsense.
Yeah.
Complete fucking nonsense. My mind still remembers the horse painting. They painted a horse. I remember all these stupid
Yeah,
shit.
she was a art dealer.
That's what I like about him. You can ask him, do you know David Bowie? Never heard of him.
Yeah.
Do you remember the horse painting of Sopranos? Episode 17, season 4.
They say it was brown, but it wasn't. It was actually a coffee blend of a color. Like it's just he
It was
remembers.
coffee.
Oh Jesus Christ! He remembers the dumbest shit.
And then Paulie, and then he wanted it burnt because it reminded him too much of the chick.
Yeah.
And then
Paulie kept
no,
it.
it reminded him too much of the horse that died.
Yeah, the die in the fire.
Yeah,
because
because
someone.
The other asshole decided
to
it was
set
like
it
an
on fire.
insurance
Yeah.
scam or whatever,
Yeah.
and then he killed him, blah blah.
He's
blah.
like, you killed a horse. It was a beautiful horse.
Yeah, it was freaking out.
Yeah, and it was. I feel bad killing animals for no reason. Tony Soprano, the first vegan on TV. He was the first animal welfare
I'm at
activist.
season 6. I'm almost done. I really want to see how this thing is gonna end.
He never watched it to completion.
Oh, you didn't? Oh, and like I really like The Sopranos. I watched all of it, but I don't remember most of it anymore. And you remember everything.
Because I recently watched all this.
but that's because
Okay.
he recently got into it.
yeah.
Are you gonna finish it? Or?
Oh, I'm almost done.
Okay.
I'm at season 6.
Is there 6 seasons? I don't remember how many seasons.
6 seasons.
I have all the seasons.
But the 6th season has like 21 episodes or some shit. Like it's long.
You know what I have on DVD? Because it's all streaming up. But I have the entire run of Sopranos on actual disc.
Oh shit.
Californication. It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia. No, not It's Always Sunny. Curb Your Enthusiasm. And Entourage.
Oh shit.
I have all those. Just in case.
Those are the next 3 shows I want to start on.
Which one?
Because I have Crave, Curb Your Enthusiasm, Californication.
You have them or you want me to pass you? I can pass you DVDs.
No, but I have them on Crave.
Okay,
I'm
that's what I'm
subscribed to Crave, so they're all there. And the next one I think I'm gonna start is Californication.
Great. I love Californication.
Then it's gonna be
A lot of people don't like it though.
Curb Your Entourage, and then I'm gonna get to Curb Your Enthusiasm.
I think you're gonna like Entourage.
Yeah.
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 He doesn't know that he's Turtle.
Yeah.
People keep telling him.
Like, I'm Turtle.
Yeah, people keep telling him, you realize you're Turtle. He's like, I know the fuck that means, bro.
That's what they mean by that.
Yeah, Turtle. You'll notice the
Okay.
character, you're Turtle.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But you do have a turtle face. It might be even people that haven't seen the show.
You always have straws up
Yeah.
your nose.
Yeah,
That's how you drink 7
whenever
Up.
you're at a restaurant, you order a drink and you go to put the straw in your mouth. The ladies are like, "That's gonna kill him."
Some dude with a plier comes to grab. Pull it out my nose.
There's always plastic stuff around his neck. He's getting stuck.
He's got the rings that hold the cans together
Just
around
like,
his neck.
Help! Jesus.
Yeah,
Christ.
Entourage had Turtle. We have Tortoise.
Tortoise.
So stupid.
I really liked Entourage.
Me too.
Yeah.
If you want, I'll pass you the DVDs.
Okay.
Yeah.
I don't even have a DVD player anymore.
The only way I could watch it, I thought my computer.
Yeah.
Remember the computer I got just to edit videos and stuff?
Yeah.
There's no disc tray because they're obsolete.
But even on cars now, they stopped installing.
Yeah, they're
them.
obsolete. So the only way I have it is because of my PlayStation 4. It plays Blu-rays and all that. It's the only. I realized there's no. I don't have a machine that plays this shit anymore.
Yeah, I have a player in my tour bus. So the other day I bought I have a friend from France that had a movie that came out, so I bought the DVD, and then I was like, how the fuck do I play this? And then I was like, I'll buy a thing and connect it to my computer, and then I was like, fuck it, I'll just go watch it in the bus. But it's weird.
Did you like watching in the bus?
No, I like watching like when we're driving.
But if you're just sitting randomly in the bus.
But I was just in my driveway looking at, like, sitting on an uncomfortable bed watching a 19-inch screen.
You have your neighbor yelling, huh?
Yeah.
Your wife caught you making fun of the fatties again, huh?
Yeah. That's a good thing, though, about ordering fat prostitutes is the van is never rocking. It's just tilted on one side.
Don't come a knocking if the van looks like it's going to flip over.
If the tires look flat.
She probably had a heart attack.
Oh, God.
Oh, dude. Oh, speaking of movies, I saw Joker.
Okay, yeah. I really want to see it.
You're going to like it.
Yeah.
It's a great movie. It doesn't need to be the Joker. It honestly, because the Batman world doesn't affect it at all. It's not really a superhero movie.
So it's like a movie with
A fucking weirdo.
comic book drawing
It's
over it.
no joke. It's King of Comedy and Taxi Driver put together, and they sprinkle on some Batman, like some Joker.
Okay.
on it. That's what it is. Yeah.
And do you get, like, that's what I was worried about, that it was gonna, the whole time I was gonna be like, oh, this is just a King of Comedy ripoff.
Both. That and Taxi Driver.
But do you feel like it's a ripoff?
Not
or
a
no?
ripoff, because it wasn't. He went and consulted. Because he wanted to recreate certain feelings that they had.
Okay.
So it's not like no, it isn't. It's a yes, this is an homage to this, that. But it works as its own movie. It's a standalone movie. But it took. It looks like it could have, even from the initial intro sequence, they used the Warner Brothers logo that they had in the 70s. Remember that one, the red one? Once you see it, you're gonna know which one it is. They used those ones, the old ones, to make the whole movie feel like this could be the summer of 1980, 79, and you're watching it. So it had that feel. And Gotham, are the New York. It really had that feel of grimy and the city's fucked up.
Is it supposed to be in the 80s, the movie, or it's present day?
No, it's in the 80s.
Okay.
So I like that. It doesn't tell you a specific day, but it's probably like 80, 84, somewhere.
But you can tell.
If you look at the movies when they came out, like the gay Zorro and the Gay Blade, so I think that's 84 or
The
something.
what blade?
The Gay Blade, Zorro, the movie, the Zorro and the Gay Blade.
There's a movie called The Gay Blade.
No, Zorro and the Gay Blade. There might be a movie called The Gay Blade, but
Okay.
yeah.
I thought that was like Blade's brother or something.
The gay Blade, that's what it is.
Gay
It's
Blade.
Zorro and Wesley Snipes in purple. Yes, Queen. That's what it is.
When he got out of prison, he was like, I owe too much money to the IRS.
I gotta make another movie.
Yeah.
It's basically Zorro, and every time he's like, "Where is Blade?" And Blade's in a lane, be like,
It's just Wesley Snipes sucking Antonio Banderas' dick.
he's like, I killed all the bloodsuckers, and I became a cocksucker. Anyways, point is, it's a great movie, and it's what they're saying online is nonsense. First of all, the movie is not right wing. The movie, all the undertones are leftist undertones, like Eat the Rich type of undertones. So it has nothing to do with the right wing. It's just very grimy, and it's not this good. It's too violent. That's crazy. Any action movie that's come out in the last 50 years is more violent than this movie. Just that the few violent scenes there are emotionally draining.
Okay.
That's all it is.
I had a feeling, though, all of the articles about how it's too violent and blah, 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 and we should ban it.
It made $100 million
We're
already.
all fake, just made up stories to help promote the movie.
They weren't fake. They were from real idiots online.
But they used them to promote.
Yeah, I guarantee you they're looking like, are you worried about this? And they're like, no, look at the idiot that wrote it. He
Yeah.
writes that about everything. He said Harry Potter's too fucking scary. Like, yeah, come on. So they're just a bunch of idiots.
Did you see what Scorsese said about Marvel?
Yeah, he's like, they're not real movies.
Yeah. I like
It's
how...
not a big idea. It's not a big deal. I'm sure he's allowed to say that's
I
his
like
opinion.
how everyone took it so fucking personally.
Yeah.
And they didn't get what he was saying. He meant they're not movies or they're not cinema.
Yeah.
As it's not art.
Yeah.
That's the only thing he meant.
It is, but it is all art. I mean, I know what he meant. He meant like the art of filmmaking has certain tropes, and I understand what he meant. He wasn't shitting on them, but James Gunn, everybody freaked out. They took it as like,
Yeah.
we're not real filmmakers. You are. These
Yeah.
are good movies, but they're not. They don't hold their own with, like, let's say, a Taxi Driver.
No, yeah.
Or obviously, I mean, the Joker though does. That's what's interesting, is that the Joker's actually a good fucking movie.
Interesting.
I forget who it was. I think it was the guy that plays Iron Man. He was like
Robert Downey Jr.
Robert Downey Jr. He was like, it's not cinema. We're eating popcorn. Well, it's a.
That's a stupid.
That's just stupid. That makes it sound like
That's such
You
a
know?
dumb. That's like, what do you mean
Yeah.
rape is not
Yeah.
sex? I'm there. I'm sexing.
yeah,
It's not the same.
yeah.
But I
Yeah.
get what
What are
he's-
you saying? Rape isn't sex. I got my dick all hard.
Yeah.
She's crying and yelling and screaming,
Yeah.
Oh, God.
asking for
difference?
help.
There is a big difference with those old. There's like, for example, a Tarantino movie. Did you get to see Once Upon a Time in
Yeah,
Hollywood?
yeah.
Okay, Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, and let's say Avengers Endgame. I loved Avengers Endgame. It fed right into my like childhood nostalgia of all these heroes. I had fun watching it. Right, as a movie, with that and Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, Once Upon a Time in Hollywood draws way different emotions for me, and it's not in the same ballpark. It's completely, but they're both art. They're both great. They're both amazing on what they do, but it's not the same thing.
Yeah, they're different.
They're different. It's not the same type of thing. The thinking that goes into scenes for Marvel movies, right? The action-packed scenes, which is fun. It's like a roller coaster. Is not the same thinking. There's not that much undertones as there are in actual films.
Yeah.
Like sometimes just how close the camera is to your head and to your face, there's a reason why they're doing that. They want to, convey a feeling of claustrophobia, or there's so much that goes into like films that doesn't go into the action movies, which is fine. They all serve a purpose.
A lot of people were saying too, of course he thinks that way. He's 72, like trying to make it look like that's an old
not an
man
age
thing,
thing, no.
but it's not an old man thing.
You get it. I get
Yeah,
it. Yeah.
Do you
He
remember
doesn't.
that?
He doesn't get
doesn't.
a lot.
Do you remember that movie that had the heavy Illuminati undertones
Yeah.
that we watched together?
A Cure for Wellness.
Yes.
We went to the
Oh
movies,
my
and when I
God.
left, I go, fuck, that whole movie was just like, it's supposed to be a horror movie, like a thriller, but the whole movie had Illuminati undertones. For anyone who gets it or knows some of the lore about like the Rothschild and people who rule the world and all that, it was all subtext about that. And I was like, what the fuck? Like, I go, am I just paranoid and crazy? And then I went to look online on the guy who made the movie and wrote it, and he's done that kind of shit before. So like, okay, I'm not crazy. I go, but that's kind of, that kind of stuff, you won't get that in a Marvel movie. They can't get away with shit like that.
You know, I started watching or listening to a podcast about Jeffrey Epstein. It's called I think it's Mysterious Mr. Epstein.
Is it a sexy podcast?
It's very sexy, but it's a podcast. It's like it's very dark, of course, because it's a fucking rapist. But like,
did he rape people? I thought he was.
No, he wasn't a rapist, but he was a rape. Not a rape.
He was a businessman. Just call it what it was.
Rape adjacent.
He was rape adjacent. He was. They were kidnapping people.
Like there was
He was a rape enthusiast.
Well, one of the girls that he sort of raped. The thing that freaked me out, like the first one, she goes, he raped me and then he gave me $1,000 so I wouldn't tell anyone. Oh, and I was like, you're a goddamn billionaire. Like, that's crazy. But the thing that freaked me out was, so you're getting in the rape game. The thing that freaked me out, it's the narrator. He's like, and then Jeffrey Epstein, blah, blah, blah. And he has a voice like, and then Epstein. And then he does a commercial and he goes, ZipRecruiter. If you want to recruit new employees, and
he does it in the stressed voice.
And I was like, God damn, ZipRecruiter's gonna murder my wife. Like it felt very rapey and fucking. It was the weirdest fucking thing.
You make such a good point, because what would be better if he's like, and then Epstein touched her upper thigh. We're gonna take this moment to let you guys know that this is brought to you by MeUndies. Like, what's better?
MeUndies.
But what's better? Yeah. Like, you don't. I think for those type of podcasts, you either have to front load all the ads or backload them. You can't put them in the middle, bro. It's fucking crazy.
I think the thing that would have been the least weird would have been to get someone else to do the live reads.
Yes. Exactly.
Because that guy, because he's the only person you hear the whole time. Because so it's just him with this fucking. He's talking about a pedophile.
ZipRecruiter fucked my wife. They could fuck yours too. Like,
God damn. What's ZipRecruiter?
It helps you find people for your business. They recruit the best, like employees,
like a headhunter.
Yeah,
like a headhunter. Yeah.
Kind of like what Epstein did with that 17-year-old waitress that had helped him.
Yeah.
That's where I am now in the story. He had a waitress from Olive Garden that would get girls.
Fuck, that reminds me. I forgot.
It's so low budget. Like, for a goddamn billionaire who's friends with
Olive
Clinton.
Garden.
He's friends with Clinton, but he's got a chick from Olive Garden getting hotties for him. It's crazy.
Poseidon, you know what that means? You're going to start recruiting at Red Lobster. But that reminds me, our sponsor for this week is the Epstein estate.
Excuse me?
I mean, there's been a lot of slander lately.
Misinformation.
They want you to know that was misinformation. It was mostly hearsay. Yeah. Nobody talks about Epstein no more. Isn't that intriguing?
Very suspicious.
It's not suspicious. It's all planned, sir. They did everything they could in their power to get rid. But there has been some crazy news stories. I told you about that cop, the woman cop who accidentally shot that her black neighbor. And she only got like 6 to 10 years.
Yeah.
And now I found out there was a witness to that. Another guy who got shot in the parking lot. Like, basically anybody who's talking shit about the cops is getting killed around there.
Oh, Christ.
Yeah, I heard all kinds of weird shit.
God damn.
It's sad.
It is.
I hope Keith doesn't listen to this episode, or else we're all getting whacked in the parking lot.
Talking shit about the police. Keith the cop.
Speaking of cops, a cop in New York wanted to kill 50 Cent.
Elaborate.
Okay, so I don't know the full story. Okay.
I felt like it was going there.
Yeah.
But
would have been surprised. We would have thought you were lying.
A few months ago, there was a cop, something Gomez. He released like a statement to all the cops that as like a manhunt for 50 Cent.
Stop listen to his music. He's very aggressive. He say fuck the police many times.
Yeah, and he and he said.
So the cop wants to kill 50 Cent now.
Yeah, this was a few months ago.
Jesus fuck!
Like, if you go on 50 Cent's page, you'll
many
see the
men
details.
tried to take his life, but they were not men. They were gringos. I'm a man. I will take his life. Is that what happened?
God damn it! Yeah, I don't know why I said that.
Yeah, it doesn't make any sense.
So what's the
we're
story?
talking about cops.
So what's the story? A cop put out a hit on 50 Cent.
Yeah,
50 Cent.
but publicly.
And how did you hear about it? Did he
It was
put
on. It was on
Twitter?
50 Cent's Instagram.
It seems fake because that's how a cop would probably get arrested
Yeah.
by putting out a hit.
But he wasn't he was like high up there. He was like a general or some shit.
Even he was
A
a general,
general.
in the
God
cop
damn
army,
no, not a general, not a
God
general,
damn
like
in the army of the police.
a lieutenant.
A lieutenant.
Lieutenant.
How'd you say it?
A lieutenant.
No, it's lieutenant, right? No,
He was
lieutenant.
a lieutenant.
Wait, how do you say
Oh,
lieutenant?
he was a Chinese cop. He was a lieutenant. He lived in a Chinese hotel.
How do you say
A
it?
lieutenant.
Lieutenant? How do you say it? I can't say lieutenant.
Lufthansa.
No. Wait, hold on. I can't say lieutenant.
It's lasagna.
Yeah.
You say lasagna.
I choked on my saliva. How do you say lieutenant? How do you say it?
Los Angeles.
Wait, I can't say lieutenant.
It's pronounced Lithuania.
Why can't I say lieutenant?
Lieutenant? I don't know. What's the matter? Are you having a stroke right now?
I can't say
I
the word.
gotta say
Why-
a little lieutenant. Excuse me.
Hold on, I used to be able to say it.
Listen here, Private. What do you want to be in the army? I want to be I want to be a general.
Yeah.
You're like Porky Pig.
Lieutenant.
Hold on. Why? I used to be able to say the word. Why can't
Okay,
I
say
the
Lu.
lieutenant? Okay,
Say
lieutenant.
Lu-
There you go.
Lu
Lu.
Kang.
Okay.
Lu Kang wins.
Lieutenant,
Okay,
though,
lieutenant.
is one
Okay,
of the hardest words to pronounce.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because Lou, that's fucking complicated.
And then tenant?
Yeah. So when you go to England, they don't understand you because you're like, I have to go to the
Somebody get that fucking walrus out of my pub, yeah?
There's a retard just shitting on the floor. There's a retard shitting in the closet.
I walk with you! He's yelling. Lieutenant.
Yeah.
Lieutenant. Okay,
Yeah.
there you go. Wow, that was so weird.
Okay,
I
so
couldn't-
Lieutenant put out a hit on 50 Cent.
Yeah.
That's interesting.
Yeah.
And nothing happened to him. There's no
Nothing
repercussion. We could
happened.
just
No
put out hits on people. Okay.
Yeah.
I like this brave new world we live in.
Yeah. It was crazy because he was like, this is crazy. Like, why isn't the media picking up? Like, he was like freaking out. Well, not freaking out.
Why
But, like,
isn't the media picking
well,
up
not
on
the media,
this?
but he was like, this guy should be arrested. Like, he shouldn't be like, you know.
Because it's probably not a real hit.
It's
It's probably,
guaranteed
it's fucking Lieutenant Dan. Lieutenant Dan 62. He's like that fucking cop in the wheelchair with fucking Tom Hanks. He's friends with Tom Hanks and now he wants to murder me.
Oh, that's amazing. His fucking shrimp business
Yeah.
isn't going well, so he's trying to kill me.
Oh god. Oh god.
His fucking retarded black friend told me he was going to boil me, broil me. He's fucking going to saute me.
me. He went on for like 8 minutes.
Fucking
God
You ever
damn.
seen Forrest Gump?
I have when I was a kid.
So you get none of these references.
No, I do get them.
Okay. You could
I get
broil
myself.
him,
Yeah.
saute him,
They went to.
fry him, deep fry him.
It's the black guy got shot in the ass, and then Forrest Gump saved him, carried him.
No. He
Yeah, that's
carried
the
the lieutenant.
We carried Lieutenant Dan.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. The black guy
getting
that
so
got
much
shot
up.
in the ass was 50 Cent.
Yeah.
And he got shot in the chest too.
Yeah. Many men wish death upon him. There's blood in his eye, dog. He can't see. And all these trying to take his life away.
Do you remember watching that movie? What was it called?
Get rich or die trying.
Yes, there you go.
What do you mean? Do I remember watching the movie? Like, do I remember the movie? Or you ask me, do you remember where you were sitting and how?
No, do you remember the movie?
I don't. Well, I know it's from his songs. But yeah, I basically get it. He lived with his family, his grandfather, I think, and then they found a gun because he had the gun. He was like, why you need a gun to go to high school? And like, you better get rid of this. And then he got involved with the wrong crowd. But then he became an amazing rapper. And then after
You
he
rarely
got shot,
get involved with the right crowd if you're bringing a gun to school.
yeah,
You never have like the fucking math nerds going, come here, come play with
yeah,
us.
he brings a gun and they're like, oh, you want to join the chess team?
Yeah.
But do you remember how he got his name 50 Cent?
In the movie or in real life?
In real life.
In real life, he stole it from the real 50 Cent.
What?
Yeah, that's how he got it.
No, wasn't it like... Cause
No,
like,
in real life, he stole it from 50 Cent. There was a real gangster named 50 Cent. He stole it, just like Rick Ross. Rick Ross stole it from the real Rick Ross.
Just like me
This
with
is this is known. I'm not making this up.
like me with the Mike
how do you know
Ward thing.
this?
Huh?
Wait, what?
Do you say how do I know it?
No, I didn't know
Oh, the
this.
rappers fucking tell me, bro. That's how I know. Yeah,
No,
like Freeway Ricky Ross.
No, because apparently like all the other crack dealers wouldn't take change from crackheads.
Okay.
And then he didn't give a fuck. He would take all the change. So
That's
why
probably
they
like
called
a
him 50 Cent.
No, because he said it once. There was a real guy named 50 Cent. There was another guy named 50 Cent, the gangster. I think
Like
he
his
got
mother
shot.
named him 50 Cent.
Are you fucking
His
stupid?
mother.
His
You think his birth name is 50 Cent, but he goes by Curtis?
his name is Curtis Jackson. That's his real
white
name.
people-
No,
You
I
thought
know,
his
but-
legal name is 50 Cent?
Hold on, you said Curtis Jackson, 50 Cent.
Yeah.
Took his name from another 50 Cent.
Yeah.
There was another 50 Cent?
Am I speaking fucking English right now or Chinese? I don't understand.
English, but I'm confused.
English, motherfucker. Do you speak it? So, look, his name is Curtis Jackson.
Yeah, I
In
know
the
that.
streets, everybody had nicknames.
That's his
50
gang
Cent,
name.
I know.
There
That's his
already
gang
was
name.
a 50 Cent, and he liked that name, 50 Cent, and maybe that 50 Cent died. I forgot what the story
he
was.
killed 50 Cent and then named himself
I
50
never
Cent.
said that. You're starting more rumors again.
Oh, God.
Fucking-
What happened was he liked that name,
Fuck.
and he
Well,
took
how
it.
else would he take it?
Freeway Rick Ross is still alive. But Rick Ross took his name because he liked the name, and he
Do you
made a
think
whole
I
rap career.
murdered all of the other Mikes on Earth?
Yeah. There can only be one.
My parents named me Mike, and I was like, "This is gonna be hard. I gotta murder a lot of fucking people."
What I'm
now."
saying is he didn't come up with the name 50 Cent. He heard it because someone else had that name, and he liked it. There was another gangster named 50 Cent. He talks about it.
Interesting.
And that the story about the change, that's probably the other gangster.
Maybe, yeah.
What a shitty, like that you were saying that most crack dealers only took paper like bills, but he took fucking coins.
Yeah.
You're a shitty gangster.
Yeah.
If you're getting paid in coins, you're fucking like flicking nickels.
No, but the whole thing was he didn't care. Like with bills or coins, he didn't. So that's
I
how-
think he cared. I think that's
Yeah.
bullshit.
No one, yeah.
Yeah. I don't
No one
care.
doesn't care.
Everybody's walking, like
Yeah.
there's like fun music playing behind him. He's walking like,
Yeah. They're like, okay, Curtis, we're gonna go kill that rival gang. Come with us.
He pulls up to the strip club in those pouches, those old school pouches, and he, other dudes are holding bill, and he's throwing the pouch up in the air like this. And he's like,
what pouch, bro? He's fucking just flicking, like he said, nickels at strippers.
He was the only gangster that had, you know, those 1970s milkman thing that with the chains like clunk, clunk, clunk.
Yeah, like at the arcades.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh God.
It's like, how much you need? Yo, don't forget we got these quarters. Yeah, he was Quarter Jackson. That's what they called him.
Quarter Jackson.
No, but yeah, you didn't know that, like, Freeway, you know, Rick Ross, the fat guy?
He's not fat anymore. He lost weight. Did you see that?
You know who I'm talking about.
Yes,
basically.
of course.
Rick Ross, yeah, exactly. In every song. So he
Rick
took it-
Ross was a real gangster, like the
Freeway
real
Rick
one,
Ross, and he's out of jail now. He's, I think, the one who supplied most of like Miami in like the 80s or something with fucking everything, crack, coke, all that shit.
Oh shit.
Yeah, he was a big.
Yeah. You must freak out like when you're like a pretend gangster doing rap and you steal a real gangster's name because you're like, he's gonna be in jail forever, and then he comes out of jail and you're like, oh,
I think from what he said on Joe Rogan's podcast, I think they reconciled.
okay.
He had the real Rick Ross on Joe Rogan.
Oh shit.
Yeah, and I think they reconciled, and he must have gave him some money or something because he's using his name. He's selling, like, I think when he was in prison, he's like, yo, I found out this motherfucker's making millions off my name.
That explains a song from Rick Ross, Coke like the 80s.
That does not explain that song.
No, because
That just explains that Coke was better in the 80s.
Oh. No, because you said the real Rick Ross sold Coke in the 80s.
Yeah, that's when Coke was a big thing.
Oh, okay. I said a stupid again.
I said it stupid.
I said it stupid. I said it dumb.
I made a lieutenant joke again. I made one of those lieutenants.
Oh shit.
You'd be. Oh, by the way, before I forget, I want to tell people, Mike Ward. You can catch Mike Ward around Quebec in the next coming days. October 11th, Mike, you're gonna be at Granby. Did you know that?
Yeah,
8 p.m.
I'm in Granby.
In Thetford Mines, it's sold out on the 12th.
Sold out.
Saint Eustache on the 18th, 19th, sold out.
Both nights.
LaSalle on the 24th. Mike's going to be back. Get your tickets for LaSalle. He's going to be in LaSalle on the 19th. No, he's going to be in LaSalle the 24th. The 25th he's in Saint Therese, but that's sold out. Yeah. And then he comes back here. He'll be in Bross on 29th. We'll say that next episode. But just to remind people to get tickets. Because apparently what we don't do, what we're supposed to do on these podcasts, you're supposed to be plugging your dates
Promoting
and
your
stuff.
shit,
And
yeah.
we never promote our shit. We sit here, we talk about Rick Ross, and we never promote what's happening. Your DJ Khaled, is he still around?
Yeah, he is, I think.
What does he do?
He has a kid now.
Good for him.
Did you see that Snapchat story of DJ Khaled when he went jet skiing
I
and he
don't
got
watch
stuck? He ran out of fuel or something?
DJ
was
Khaled
so
seems like
funny.
a fucking buffoon.
Yeah, he does seem like a buffoon.
Yeah.
He was about to get hypothermia or some shit.
Fucking.
We were so close.
And instead of calling the cop,
Instead of calling the cops, he
Instead of
yelled,
call-
"We the best! We the best ski-doer!" or sea-doer.
Sir, what is your emergency? DJ Khaled!
No,
no,
instead
not
of-
your name, sir. What's your emergency? We the best.
another one. No,
Sir, where are you? Another one. Another one.
instead of calling the Coast Guard, he live Snapchatted the whole thing.
And then the Coast Guard came and they're like, oh, fuck, another whale. We gotta help.
Somehow he
damn
made
it.
it back. I don't know. Anyways, it was funny to look at.
This was a long time ago.
Like a year ago.
How did that you made it sound like it's news, like
Yeah.
it's fresh. Did you hear, bro? Did you see
I
Khaled?
did. Sorry.
Yeah. That's the man. What did you? We landed on the moon. You guys know we landed on the fucking moon. There's a flag and everything. Crazy. So what's new with you guys? Like in Dumb and Dumber. Do you remember that? Did you ever watch Dumb
I
and
never
Dumber?
watched Dumb and
Oh,
Dumber.
never
You've
watched-
never seen Dumb and Dumber?
You gotta watch that.
damn.
Two scenes in that movie are always going to be my favorite. One is when he's acting smart in the bar and he's leaving, and they had a photo. It was from the newspaper when they landed on the moon. He's like, oh, turns around, he's like, we landed on the moon. Okay, and that makes me laugh. And then there's this one where I'm the only one that always laughs at this. There's a montage. Remember the montage where he's the girl that he's dating? He's supposed to hook his friend up with her. No, Jim Carrey's basically going on a date with her. Wants to go on a date with her, and his friend tries to hook it up, but he ends up dating her by accident. Do you remember that?
Yeah.
So there's a montage when the friend, I forgot what's his name, Jim Carrey's friend,
Lloyd Bridges.
Lloyd.
Yeah.
Lloyd,
Jeff Bridges.
Yeah,
Lloyd is the
Lloyd
dad.
is the name, right? So no, but Lloyd is his
Yeah.
name in it, right? So he's on a date with her and doing a montage, and they're in the snow. They're up north, whatever. And there's where she's throwing a snowball, bro. So this guy, she throws a little bit of snow on him, and on his jacket. And he turns around, looks at her, she's laughing all playful, like, you're gonna throw snow. And he's staring at her, he's like, yeah. He's staring at her, he's getting a ball ready, bro. He's tightening it, he's tightening it. It's a rock at this point, right? And he's
Christ.
as far as you are. And he fucking point blank rips her in the face with it, bro. What? That scene, just how personal the idiot takes, he's like, what did you do, bitch? And he just fucking basically pelts her right in the face. It makes my day. Every time I watch it, I laugh so
that's
much.
hilarious.
Yeah. Just to watch an idiot react like that.
Yeah.
Because that's
Oh,
what
God.
idiots would do, right? They take the wrong stuff personal.
Yeah, that scene, I remember that's one of the rare scenes I remember when I saw it the first time in the theater. Just fucking
too.
laughing. Fuck,
Oh
was that
my
funny?
god,
Yeah.
that's funny. I now want to watch it.
Yeah. I think Dumb and Dumber was one of the movies that my mom had brought me to when I was a kid. She would take me, I wanted to watch movies and stuff. Yeah.
Did you watch the second one?
I saw it,
Second
it
one
was
is garbage.
Oh.
Yeah.
The second one is just, what's his name? The guy what's that fucking show with the Olsen twins?
Oh, but there's I think he's talking about because they acted like the second one never existed, and then they came out with another second one last
really?
year, yeah, or 2 years
I thought
ago.
that was the third one.
What?
With but they acted like it was the second one.
There's Dumb and Dumber. Oh yeah, and then there's Dumb and Dumberer. The one that I remember, the second one is I remember, what's the guy's name? The guy from Family. What's that fucking house called? Family. What's that show called? The show that was
Family
Feud.
No, that show. What? No, remember that
no, that's
show
with,
with the Olsen twins?
with Dave Coulier.
Yeah,
and,
what's that fucking? How am I forgetting?
He was a
It
handyman.
isn't Family Ties, no.
No.
It was a handyman or something.
No, it wasn't a handyman.
forget.
You're just making shit up. Full House.
Full House. Yeah.
Nothing with family, but the house was full with the big family.
Yeah.
So Full House. That guy. What's his name?
Bob Saget.
Bob Saget. So Bob Saget, I remember, is in it, and there's I think a young version of
The two guys.
and
Yeah.
he shits in his bathroom. All I remember is
Yeah.
the shit on the walls. That's all I remember.
Yeah,
Because
they
it reminds me
just
of
took
Milton.
the same fucking jokes.
Yeah,
but got people that aren't funny.
yeah, that's what they did. Because that reminds me, because I remember the shit on the walls. The only reason why I remember it is because of Milton. When he was still living in Montreal, he used to work. This was in high school. He worked at McDonald's, and he walked in one day. They go, "You got to clean the bathroom," and there was shit all over the walls. And he's like, "Who shits on the walls? Like, this is on purpose, you know?" And I told him, I would have either quit or been like, "No, you fucking clean. It's not part of my job. I'm a cashier.
no, I
I'm
would
not
have
gonna
never
clean
cleaned that shit.
But he cleaned everything. He cleaned everything. But I remember every time I hear like there's shit on the walls, I always think of him working at McDonald's.
I had a show when I was sort of doing little warm-up shows for my tour. I did a show in some little shithole town. It was in a church, and they do that now in some little towns that when they don't have a theater, they do the show in the church. So the older people in the village were angry that I was doing the show in the church, so they were in the back praying to get my sort of
Demons out?
demons, like to make sure that the demon, once he came into the church for my show, would leave. And then I was like, that is fucking crazy.
Wait, did the demon stay or leave? Like, how nice was it in there?
They were saying they called it l'adoration. So they were showing Jesus how much they loved him so that he'd get rid of me.
So you were the Antichrist?
I was the Antichrist, yeah. So, but I'm in my dressing room, or well, wherever the priest generally goes to have sex with little boys, and so I'm in the back, and there's a bathroom. There's actually 2 bathrooms, and these old people that are praying, they're all like in their 80s. So old people have to piss and shit every 4 minutes. So they kept on coming in to my fucking bathroom to use my bathroom. And one of the
people praying, the old people,
the old people praying to get rid of me. And one of the old people came in and shit on the wall. Like he had diarrhea and it just splattered on the wall.
You know what the difference is between me and you, Mike?
I feel like shitting on the walls has to be a team effort.
This is the difference. Is that Mike, he was trying to be reasonable with them. You know what I would have done? I would have started blasting fucking music, bro. This is what I would have blasted if I was there.
Oh, no.
The eyes wide shut thing. Yeah. No. That's what I would... Do you remember this?
Yeah.
This one. Do you remember this?
Yeah.
Dun, dun.
That's creepy.
Yeah, it's super creepy. Yeah, it's the best scene.
I had in that little warm up, like the tour I was doing, I did a bunch of churches, and one of the churches, there was a small room in the basement and a bigger room upstairs, and it wasn't even the actual church. It was owned by the church, and they made me play in the basement.
Why are they mad that you're playing there if that's the venue and that's my, and it's not like you're doing anything satanic. You're telling jokes.
Yeah.
Laughter. You're bringing laughter to the world, and these guys are crying.
Like one of those shows I did, the priest didn't want me to use his bathroom, so he hid the key. So I had to pee in the parking lot.
That's petty.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
So what I did is there was a little fridge, so I had them put my beer fridge in the confessional. So that they kept all my booze in the confessional.
I'd like to confess something, but fuck you.
Yeah. Which is weird because
I'm drunk.
That's when I found out that Catholic churches in the confessional where the priest is, there's electric plugs.
Really? So he's charging his phone? He's
probably like,
how many dicks you suck? Yeah, no. Give me 6 Hail Marys.
Jesus Christ.
That's fucking ridiculous.
How's there a plug in?
Speaking of, I was trying to find a segue, and I was going to say, speaking of sucking dicks, you were on No BS with SB.
Yeah, but it's not out yet.
No, but I'm sorry about the segue, but yeah, so
we were sucking each other off.
So you did Bulgo's podcast?
I did Bulgo's podcast. It's going to come out in May though, because he has 50 episodes. He's already recorded most of them. Mine's going to be the last one. Yeah.
If he's recording that many episodes, he should release like 2 or 3 a week.
No, he wants to do 1 a week for 50 weeks.
Okay.
And then he's moving on to something else. So the No BS thing is just 50. I like it because it's very Japanese style. Like the Japanese do that with their shows. It has 1 or 2 seasons, whatever they want to do, the story arc.
Interesting.
And then it moves on. So now he's like, I want to get a certain amount of people, certain people in Montreal scene and what they've done, documented, and then move on to something else, which is kind of cool. Yeah. Because then he's not stuck with it. Then he could do something. He could do a cooking show. He could do whatever the fuck he wants.
No.
So you're episode 50?
I'm gonna be 50. Yeah.
Oh yeah. So if it's
50 or if not 52 or whatever, I'm his big finish. He says that
nice.
I'm because
very cool.
Because Sebastian has very low standards when it comes to superstars, bro.
No, he was very excited.
Yeah, he's very excited. That's why. Yeah. But I think it's also because we know each other, so I think that makes it easier. So it's funner. But he says people are going to like it, so I'll trust him. He knows his audience.
And he's not in a restaurant anymore, right?
He is, but his own room in the back.
Okay.
Not in the, like, it's a nice room. Like, you could rent that room to do, like, little dinners or whatever.
Okay.
So it's a way.
So the sound was good, and
I never heard it, but he put a mic. He basically has an external mic that he puts on the phone. He likes, because I talked about the phone thing because we mentioned it, but he likes that, the feel of, hey, it's just one long continuous shot on the phone. Yeah. We came in here. We're doing this. He's trying to go at a different angle. Plus, also the investment. Like, what is he gonna do? He's gonna bring all this shit in a restaurant, and it's fucking.
It's easier.
It's easier. You go in, bam, bam, bam. The editing is you just make sure the sound is good. He tests it all in the beginning, and it's one shot. He doesn't have to worry about it after.
How long was the episode? Like
I talk a lot, so it was over an hour. I think mine is probably one of the longer ones.
Okay.
Yeah, because I just kept going.
Who's he had on? He's has Sugar Sammy ever been on or no?
No, but Sammy told him that I guess he'll do it too, but it's when he's around.
Yeah.
Sammy's schedule's fucked up. It's like yours, you know, like you think you're in the city, but really you're fucking touring.
Yeah.
Like everyone's. That's the thing about comedy is that sometimes you'll have like 2-3 days where you're like, am I unemployed? Like you do nothing, and then bam, 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 you're just running around everywhere. No.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah, you know how it is.
No.
Like now I had to stop doing, I was I was going on a bunch of podcasts. I stopped doing that because we're just too busy.
Yeah. Well, Sebastian, it's been a month that we've been talking. This day, that day. Everything kept fucking up for him, like just luck-wise. Like the protests happened, like everything. So he was beginning to think it was never going to happen.
Oh, yeah. I remember that.
Yeah. And then, but it was good because I went down there and I met this girl that I started buying CBD stuff from. I'm gonna try it one more time, and then because I think the doses that I took were too little. I think 6 milligram gummies for me is too low.
You should just get the oil straight.
No, the oil straight. What am I? An oil guy?
That's what I use.
We got to fight against big oil.
No, but it's not.
Yeah.
It's not.
They fucking send that through pipelines.
Yeah,
No, it's
you don't want this.
You put it. It's a tube.
Some fucking hippies. These guys got a long straw
No,
that
it's a
leaves
small-
BC.
It's a tube, and you put it under your tongue.
Yeah. Okay. No. I like how Mike does it. He puts in his water and shit. You put like a rhinoceros. It's under your tongue. You need 6 people to hold you up. No, but I like the little, she makes the little gummies. I got you the little balls. You're gonna tell me if they work, if they're good, and if they are, I'm gonna order new.
What kind of balls are they? Like just gummy
The balls that you like.
Oh, okay.
No. Gummy bears and the balls are different. The balls are his are peanut butter crunch because I know he likes peanut butter.
Oh.
Yeah.
I'm like a dog.
Now, what you could do if go to Google and type in peanut butter balls, see what you get there. Oh, I turned his phone on.
Oh, look! It gave me peanut butter balls.
Okay, Google.
Chocolate peanut butter balls recipe.
Wait, so your phone turned on when I said Google?
No, I didn't.
And you
just
didn't
turned
even
on-
say, okay, Google.
Yeah.
You
What
said
did you say?
just go to Google.
Go to Google.
Go to Google.
Oh, that means that you can't pronounce the word okay either.
Yeah. So
Whenever you try to say okay, do you want to be there at
Yeah,
8?
so your
Yeah,
phone-
go to. What? Go to.
that's interesting.
Google this. Go to Google. That's so weird.
Okay, Google.
Okay, Google.
Okay, Google.
How do you say lieutenant?
There it is. Remind me to suck a dick once this show is over.
This came back from my church.
Okay. Okay, Google. Can you say okay, Google?
Okay,
again?
Google.
Wait.
Whoa.
Stop talking.
Lieutenant. Lieutenant. How you pronounce lieutenant? So, Mikey.
Okay, Google. Say
Okay, Google.
Send a message to all my contacts. I like gay porn. It'd be awesome if everyone. I like being gay porn.
All my coworkers do fucking.
The best is he just gets an onslaught of replies back. I know.
Yeah.
I know.
You're
I
so
know.
brave.
His dad's like, you too.
Oh shit.
The first time he saw porn, he was telling me, was ebony porn that he stole from his father.
Oh, I haven't told Mike.
No.
Mike's gonna love this.
Black lady
so,
porn.
So my dad used to, because he used to get the VCR, the VHS player, the one that we would record and would take empty cassettes.
That's
put
every
them in-
VHS.
Okay.
It's just a VCR.
VHS.
Oh, I don't know how the tech
Okay,
works.
VHS is the cassette,
Yeah,
and a VCR is what you play it in.
Ah,
DVD
okay.
and a DVD player.
that I know, but I didn't know. Anyways, I was like, anyway.
Yeah.
So he recorded the one with he recorded a movie, an action movie with Steven Seagal.
Yeah.
Okay.
Action.
And I guess he went to bed or something, left it on recording, and was gonna watch it another time. But right after the movie was the credits, and then right after the credits, it was hardcore ebony porn. It was.
This was on like the movie network?
I don't remember what channel. I was a kid. I must have been like My dad wasn't around. He had left already.
But this was his tape. He recorded
This
the
was
ebony
his
porn.
tape, yes.
Okay.
So
Not you.
Basically, I had a friend come over. No, not me. I had a friend come over. I must have been like 8,
That doesn't sound like you.
and he lived in the same building.
Okay.
And we
So
played,
your neighbor came over.
yeah. So we played the movie, watched the movie, the action movie. It
Normally,
ends.
what do you? Normally, when you weren't watching movies, what were you doing? You were playing doctor. What were you playing?
What do you mean?
Like, what were you doing?
Shirts versus skins, or,
Yeah.
or
Jeez.
pants versus no pants.
Was
Were
it
you-
mouths versus cocks?
You playing baseball? Yeah.
So, anyways, so we watched the movie, and then my mother called us to the kitchen to go eat. So we didn't press pause or stop.
You just
So
let
kept
it
playing.
keep playing. What movie?
It's with Steven Seagal, the one on the boat that's taken
Yeah,
over
that
by
helps.
terrorists. The big ship.
Oh, the
It's,
one outside of New York City.
No,
The Siege.
I think it's the
Yeah,
not the
under
Siege.
No.
siege.
Under Siege. It's that one
Yeah.
probably.
Anyways, so we're there, we're eating, and all you hear from the living room is like that moaning. And I'm like, what the fuck?
This fried chicken's delicious.
A watermelon. Not gonna.
Oh, whoa. Whoa.
What?
Whoa, I was doing a callback to your chicken reference earlier. Why you gotta get all racial?
God damn it.
You're like the Elizabeth Warren of this podcast. Stop being racist. Go.
So and my mother goes, what the fuck is that? I run to the living room.
She had never heard a woman have pleasure sexually. She was like, "What? What?
Not like that. But
That's
like,
not sex.
not like that, but like, what are you watching type of thing.
Sex. If that was sex, the only thing we'd hear would be, Gus, that's a wrong hole."
Oh God. So what was I saying?
You were
Lost my
saying
track.
that you
Oh,
were
yeah.
listening to porn while you were eating chicken.
So no, I wasn't. I don't remember what I was eating. I don't remember what I ate for breakfast sometimes. And I run to the living room. I'm like, what the fuck? And I think that's the first time I ever got a boner.
oh, really?
Yeah.
By running?
No, by watching the.
Okay,
Your,
the-
your body's like finally
God
No, by
damn,
watching
some
the
activity.
No, by watching the
Finally.
porn. By watching the porn. It was just.
Really?
It was a black woman like on a love seat, like you know.
And who
like that.
was banging?
It was
her?
a black man. It was just fucking going at it. Just
What do
pow.
you think turned you on?
Huh?
The black man or the woman?
The big dick?
I think it was the dick.
I think
The
it was
big
the
dick or the full balls?
Yeah. What do you think turned you on?
woman. And yeah, then my mother ran. What are you watching here? She started freaking out.
I'm watching Shaft.
I got smacked in front of my friend. She's like, "Why you play this shit?" But I didn't even know. I didn't even know what porn was back then.
Well, you could have. It would have been funny. Like, what is this? Is this that movie Blade I've been hearing about? None of these vampire movies in this house.
So did your mom erase the tape?
She threw it out.
And then
Did she
you went
question
through
your
the
dad?
garbage?
No,
she
my
qu-
dad wasn't around.
But it was his tape.
Yeah.
Oh, he wasn't around. You meant like he had already
Yeah,
left
yeah,
you guys.
he
Okay.
had already
I
dipped.
thought like he dipped that day to go to work at Harvard.
Oh,
or
no,
something.
no. Harvard.
To go work at our local
Yeah.
university.
To find a cure for cancer. But did you go through the garbage after?
Actually, I think did I try to find it? I can't remember. But after
You know what that means, Pierre?
What I-
You saw Pierre's face. Pierre, the second said, I think I tried to find it. Pierre's like, yeah, he found it and jerked off to it. Like, we know.
Yeah.
no, what happened was
He didn't even have
I
a
started-
player anymore.
I
He
took-
just looked at the tape. That's the same color as that man's penis.
Yeah, he's looking at the tape. He's like, there's people inside here having sex right now.
no. What I did after I took all of the tapes that were recorded by my father.
And look through all of them.
I didn't even watch the movies. I just fast forwarded to the end. I think it was like late. At
Did you
night.
find any porn?
I didn't find any porn. That was the only.
That was
one.
his only one.
Yeah, and I was upset after. I was like, I wanted to watch.
And then your
more of
mom,
this.
so much flashback, so many flashbacks came in her head. She's like, that's why. And then she remembered him yelling at night. She's like, come to bed. Shut up, I'm watching Steven Seagal. Stop it. This boat. He's got to save this boat. Yeah, save that boat. That's what it was.
So yeah,
So that was the only thing he left you. Like when he left.
it
Like
was
the
hard,
only thing.
stains.
hardcore ebony
Yeah.
porn.
Hardcore ebony
For a
porn.
racist guy, his dad sure does love ebony porn.
Yeah.
Because he says the most racist shit. He's like, these. And then he's like, I love the pornos, though. So that means that he's more of a buffoon than we previously suspected. He thinks he's racist. Really, he's jealous.
Maybe he doesn't like the clothes that black people wear. Because when they're naked, he loves them.
Yeah. You know what I
might
think?
be
You know what
it.
it might be? It might be envy. Be like, why is he fucking that chick? It should be me. If he wasn't around, I'd get that girl. That's
Oh
what it
my
probably
God.
is.
You think so?
Probably, yeah. He's being already to be a racist.
I think
a,
he recorded it by
to be a real
mistake.
racist in 2019 is already ridiculous.
Yeah.
Like in this world, in this part of the world, like you should know better. But I think him, it's more that idiocy.
He doesn't. He's very pure. Like, you have to be pure Greek. You have to keep it in the blood. You have to marry a Greek woman. Like that. He's very like.
Does he have a girlfriend now, or
No.
Okay.
You crazy?
Do you know why? You know what his excuse is?
Yeah, nobody
He
can
goes-
stand him.
He made a commitment to God through marriage, and
He left you. What?
hold on.
Yeah.
And he can only be with one other person only now.
His son.
His mother. What?
He fucks his mom.
His
No, no,
mother.
my
Oh,
mother. He can only.
Jesus
He can't
Christ.
because he made a pact with God to her, type of shit.
When he tells you this, does he do it like this so that God doesn't hear his bullshit? Look, here's the thing. Okay, I promise to God.
I could only fuck your mom and those prostitutes in Arizona that I'm still wanted in connection with their murders.
Oh God! There was a moment where he was terrified to go down to the States.
Yeah, I remember
Yeah,
that.
you told us this 19 times.
Yeah. Murder. Anyways, Mike. So we've contributed to society with this podcast
We
this
have.
week.
We helped.
You're welcome.
For those of you who got to watch us do this live, as you see, there are no edits. This is just us. This will be up everywhere tomorrow. You can share it with your friends. Remember to tell them if they're going to get this on iTunes or Google Play or anything, to leave 5 stars and leave a review. Write something down. Write anything. Just that when you leave reviews, it puts us higher in the standings because that's how they work. It should be based on goddamn listens, but whatever. We'll comply with the new rules. Like I said, Mike, 11th of October is going to be at Granby. 8 p.m. is the show. So if you're in Granby, you want to watch Mike, it's his friend show, Mike Ward Noir. You're going to get to watch it in Granby. And then he's sold out all the way through the 24th, where he will be back in LaSalle, which is also at 8 p.m. You get tickets on his website, mikeward.ca, panteliscomedy.com for all of my stuff. I'm going to be back in Ottawa on the 26th, I believe. That's a Saturday. I'm going to put that up there so you see what the bar is or wherever the hell they have me performing. You'll see where that is. I'm going to go down to do that spooktacular at Texas A&M University on Halloween. That's the 31st.
Oh, nice.
And then I think I'm on the Comedy Nest in between that too, the 27th or something. So I'll just show up there to tell some jokes. And Quebec City, November 2nd. That's going to be a fun show. I think we're almost halfway through selling those tickets.
Oh,
So,
shit.
Yeah, so
Nice.
they sold it. Because he told me that normally Emil says it's the last week that most of them get sold.
Yeah.
So he says that we're making great trajectory. Normally people wait.
Perfect.
Fuck,
So
nice.
I guess don't wait. Just
A
get your
rare
tickets.
English
Yeah.
show in Quebec City.
Yeah, it's very
too.
rare. Because if it sells out too quick and there's still a couple of weeks, either we're going to open up some more seats or add a show right, something like that.
Yeah.
We'll figure something out. We'll make sure that everyone that wants to come gets
Gets
to
to
watch
enjoy
it.
you.
And it looks like all those other dates that we want to do in Quebec might have to wait till 2020 because it's too close now. I don't want to book stuff last minute, and I don't want to do anything during the holidays. People don't have money. You got to buy gifts. You have so much stuff going on. You don't want to balance everything. So I'll be back in 2020. Poseidon, what are you plugging?
Instagram and Twitter, the Poseidon69.
The Poseidon 69 for rape-related humor.
His
Wait,
IQ.
No,
Yeah, 16. Yeah, why'd you put your IQ on your,
do you mean?
as your handle?
It's my favorite sex position.
It's your favorite sex position? Well, with that, Poseidon,
Second
thank you
favorite.
all for listening. Go fuck yourselves. And you know what? If you're watching this on a Friday later, your weekend can officially start.
Perfect.